What is up, bros and broettes? I'm InkSlasher44, and today we are looking at the Xbox press conference. So we learned a lot about Microsoft, Xbox One, and Windows 10 today in the press conference. There was a lot of games that everyone really expected, and only one that I found I didn't really see coming. So they started off with Halo 5, and they showed that it was co-op, and that the co-op was being stressed very, very strongly throughout the single player of Halo 5. They also released that it is going to come out on October 27th, 2015, so very, very soon. They also announced that the multiplayer will be up to 24 players. Now, they also didn't say whether they were just going to have normal multiplayer 4v4, because I think that's what really everyone loves in Halo, is that 4v4 kind of style. They didn't announce whether that was going to be there or not. They just said there will be 24 player. After that was kind of like the big way to start the show. After that, they got into this thing called Recore. And they didn't really show much of this, and they didn't give a release date, but it was basically a first-person shooter, it seemed like, where you could have robots and put this core you have into different types of robots. They started off with a dog and then switched to this other monster. Then they announced that Xbox One is going to be backwards compatible only with certain titles, starting off with like 100 different titles. One of them was Mass Effect. That's a really good thing. I'm really hoping PlayStation does that too, but I doubt they will. But that was a really, really big thing, and I think that was probably the most important news for me with that. After that, they showed the new controller, the Xbox One Elite controller, and it is a pretty freaking cool controller, I must say. It has back paddles. It really should be what the controller would have been when the console came out. That's what that is the way I looked at this controller. This is what it should have been when Xbox One came out. And then they talked about EA Access. Basically, you could play free EA games for a week. That's really all I saw from it. Other than that, it was just a way to digitally download EA games on Xbox. It really wasn't that exciting. After that, they announced Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which is coming spring 2016. After that, Forza 6, which is coming this year. They brought out a Ford GT. At this point, my stream cut out, and I wasn't able to watch it, but that's like the only thing I missed. After that, Dark Souls 3 came out. They went out, and they didn't show any gameplay. They just said it's coming, and they said early 2016, so it was a little bit surprising that they didn't show any gameplay. That being said, Square Enix has their press conference on, I think, tomorrow, actually, so we'll probably see more of them. And then they showed Gigantic. It's a free-to-play game. They didn't really go into much of what it is or how they play it. And then after that, they got into the indie games. The indie games are by far my least favorite part, but they showed some pretty cool ones. I took some notes here. The first one they showed was Tacoma, then Ashen, then Beyond Eyes, then Cuphead, and then they got into the big one, Daisy. Yes, Daisy is coming to Xbox One and Xbox 360. And they announced the new game from the creator of Daisy called Ion. It's another zombies game. They didn't show any gameplay. They just showed basically a fetus being born into a zombie, I'm assuming. After that, they showed Rise of Tomb Raider, which is coming out 2015. And then after that, they got into this rare replay thing, which is 30 games for $30. It's all old games. Some of those include Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Banjo-Kazooie, actually, which is really, really exciting. I really loved Banjo-Kazooie back in the day. And then after that, they switched. Sorry, I had to flip my page. I took notes. They showed this thing called Sea of Thieves. This was really cool. It's from Rare, and it's like this pirate game where it kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed Black Flag minus the Assassin's Creed part of it. And then they showed Fable Legends, which I'm assuming is just like a League of Legends Fable game. That's what it looked like to me, at least. And then they got into probably the biggest announcement, the whole Valve Virtual Reality Oculus Rift HoloLens kind of thing. They announced that whenever an Oculus Rift ships, there's going to be an Xbox controller with it. Really not that big of a deal. They also announced that Windows 10 will be very, very compatible with Oculus Rift, which again is a really good thing. And then finally, they got out Minecraft to work with a HoloLens to projecting Minecraft map on a table, which was really, really cool. I just don't see it really taking off. It was really, really cool to have like a big Minecraft map on a table. But then they got into the big announcement. This is by far the biggest announcement of the whole thing. Gears Ultimate Edition, which is the prior Gears, all coming out on Xbox One in August. And there's actually a beta where you can play the multiplayer out today on Xbox One, which is really, really exciting. And then finally, they announced Gears 4. It's coming holiday 2016. It looked really, really good. People were saying it looks like it's on Xbox 360. It's not. It's an Xbox One game, and it looks very, very good. I must say, I'm probably a PlayStation fanboy, if not anything. But I thought this looked really good. I thought their press conference was okay. I was a little disappointed. I was expecting like one more big title. The Recore one kind of did it, among with the Sea of Thieves. But overall, kind of underwhelmed. Games to look forward to this year, though. You got Halo 5. Oh, they also made, I missed something. They made a big Fallout 4 announcement that mods from PC can actually be imported to Xbox One, which is really, really cool. I wish PlayStation would have that, but it sounds like they won't. That sounds like it's just an Xbox thing. But overall, really, really cool. The biggest thing I kind of got out of this is that they're really pushing more of their stuff over to Windows 10. It seems like they're kind of switching over to PC gaming, which was really, really interesting for me to see. But, because pretty much everything that they announced, minus maybe Halo and Gears 4, are actually just playable on PC. So, I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you found this informative, helped you out, kind of summarized the conference for you, go ahead, leave a like rating. Thanks, guys, until next time, peace out!